Wildcats. Today we're looking at 2.3, the remainder theorem. You learned that the process of dividing polynomials is similar to the process of dividing integers. Sometimes when you divide two integers, there is a remainder, and sometimes there's not a remainder. What does each case mean? In this activity, you will investigate what the remainder means in terms of the polynomial division. The teacher works 1a, 1b, and 1c, and the student works 1d. 1. Determine the quotient for each. Show all of your work. So we have x cubed plus 2x squared minus 5x plus 16 divided by x minus 4. Okay, so to start division, you ask yourself, what do you multiply x by to give you x cubed? The answer to that is 1x squared. Now we multiply. 1x squared times x is 1x cubed. 1x squared times negative 4 is minus 4x squared. You subtract. When you subtract a negative, it becomes positive. This cancels. 2x squared plus 4x squared is 6x squared. Bring down to minus 5x. Then you ask yourself, what do you multiply x by to give you 6x squared? The answer to that is plus 6x. And then you multiply 6x times x squared is 6x squared. 6x times negative 4 is minus 24x. Subtract. When you subtract the negative, it becomes positive. This cancels. Negative 5x and 24x is 19x plus 16. Okay. Last, you guys, so what do you multiply x by to give you 19x? The answer to that is plus 19. Now we multiply 19 times x is 19x. And then 19 times negative 4, I don't know, so let's just go to Desmos. 19 times negative 4 is negative 76. Okay, you subtract. When you subtract the negative, it becomes positive. This cancels. Now we have 16 plus 76 is 92. So you have a remainder of 92. Okay, go ahead and finish up 1a. Alright, let's take a look at b. So b, we have 4x to the fourth plus 5x squared minus 7x plus 9 divided by 2x minus 3. Now, whenever you're doing division, we have to have every exponent. So in this case, we have 3, 2x. Here, with 4, we're missing the cube. So we have to write this as 4x to the fourth plus we need to add 0x cubed plus 5x squared minus 7x plus 9. Now, technically we've added 0, so we haven't changed it, but we have a placement, so we have 4, 3, 2x, okay? Now we can do the division. So we ask ourselves, what do you multiply 2x by to give you 4x cubed? The answer to that is 2x cubed. And then we multiply 2x cubed times 2 is 4x to the fourth, and 2x cubed times negative 3 is minus 6x cubed. Okay? We subtract. When you subtract a negative, it becomes positive. This cancels. 0x cubed and 6x cubed is 6x cubed. Bring down to plus 5x squared. Now we ask ourselves, what do you multiply 2x to give you 6x cubed? The answer to that is plus 3x squared. Then we multiply. 3x squared times 2 is 6x cubed. 3x times negative 3 is minus 9x squared. We subtract. A negative becomes positive. This cancels. 5x squared and 9 is 14x squared minus 7x. Alright, now we ask ourselves, what do you multiply 2x by to give you 14x? The answer to that is 7x. And we multiply 7x times 2 is 14x squared. 7x times 3 is minus 21x. We subtract. Subtract the negative becomes positive. This cancels. Negative 7x and 21x is 14x plus 9. And then we ask ourselves, what do you multiply 2x to give you 14x? The answer to that's plus 7. and then we multiply. 7 times 2x is 14x. 7 times 3 is minus 21. We subtract. Subtract negative becomes positive. It cancels. 9 plus 21 is 30, so you have a remainder of 30. All right, go ahead and finish up 1a and 1b. All right, let's take a look at C. So we have 9x to the fourth plus 3x cubed plus 4x squared plus 7x plus 2 divided by 3x plus 2. Okay, so start, we make sure we have 4, 3, 2x. We have all the x's. So now we ask ourselves, what do you multiply 3x by to give you 9x to the fourth? The answer to that is 3x cubed. And we multiply 3x cubed times 3x is 9x to the fourth. 3x cubed times 2 is 6x cubed. We subtract. This cancels. 3x cubed minus 6x cubed is negative 3x cubed. Going to bring down the plus 4x squared. Okay. Now we ask ourselves, what do you multiply 3x by to give you negative 3x squared? The answer to that is minus 1x squared. Multiply negative 1 times 3 is negative 3x cubed. Negative 1x squared times 2 is minus 2x squared. Okay, we subtract. When you subtract the negative, it becomes positive. This cancels. 2x squared, or 4x squared and 2x squared is 6x squared. Bring down the plus 7x. Now you ask yourself, what do you multiply 3x by to give you 6x squared? The answer to that is plus 2x. And we multiply 2x times 3x is 6x squared. 2x times 2 is plus 4x. We subtract. This cancels. 7x minus 4x is 3x. And then we bring down the plus 2. And lastly, we ask ourselves, what do you multiply 3x by to give you 3x? The answer to that is plus 1. We multiply. So then that's 3x plus 2. Subtract, subtract. Cancels, cancels. You have a remainder of 0. All right, go ahead and finish up C. And then go ahead and complete D on your own. All right, and then let's take a look at 2. Consider question 1, parts A through D to answer each 2A. When there's a remainder, is a divisor a factor of the division? Explain everything. No, if the remainder is not a 0, then the divisor cannot be a factor of the dividend. B, describe the remainder when you divide a polynomial by one of its factors. The remainder is 0. All right, let's take a look at the next page. Remember from your experience with division that dividend divided by the divisor equals quotient plus remainder divided by divisor, or dividend equals divisor times quotient plus remainder. It follows that any polynomial p of x can be written in the form p of x divided by a linear expression equals quotient plus remainder divided by a linear expression, or p of x equals linear expression times quotient plus remainder. Generally, the linear expression is written in the form of x minus r. The quotient is represented by q of x, and the remainder is represented by r. The teacher works 3a and 3b, and the student works 3c, 3d, and 4. Consider the dividend in question 1a, 1b, and 1c as a function of p of x. In part A, evaluate p of x equals x cubed plus 2x squared minus 5x plus 16 for x equals 4. Now to do that, we're going to go to Desmos. And I want to go to scientific calculator. Okay, I'm going to type in x cubed plus 2x squared minus 5x plus 16. Now, it says error. Who cares? I'm going to press enter, and I'm going to type in x equals 4. It now evaluated 4 into this expression, and we get 92. So, P of 4 equals 92. Okay, let's take a look at B. Part B, evaluate p of x equals 4x to the fourth plus 5x squared minus 7x plus 9 for x equals 3 divided by 2. So I'm going to come over here. I'm going to delete my work from the previous problem. I'm going to type in 4x to the fourth plus 5x squared minus 7x plus 9. And then I'm going to type in x equals 3 divided by 2. And I get 30. So P of 3 divided by 2 equals 30. Okay. Go ahead and complete C, D, and 4 on your own. All right, let's take a look at the next page. Go ahead and mark out this page. Go ahead and mark out this page. And go ahead and work on your assignment and complete your notes and have a wonderful Wildcat day.